Before I post my video, I wanted to make a few more announcements. I just finished editing it, that's why I'm saying that, but I was more so saying it for me. But I just recently joined a suicide prevention walk. So to whoever wants to support, make their donations to support the cause, I would absolutely love if you could go ahead and show your support. Um, I'm showing my support by walking and hopefully networking too. And I want to make as many posts as possible about it because I I am 1000% all about suicide prevention awareness because it means so much to me. I mean, I talk so much about the fact that I've nearly taken my own life. And my best friend, unfortunately, before she passed away, she was very suicidal, and she called me the few times that she did about it beforehand. And as much as I wanted to be there for her, I was barely there for myself. Um, and I was trying to stay away from certain activities. And her death really caused me to spiral. But suicide prevention. I plan on walking as much as I need to. I don't care if it's hot as hell. I'm bringing some water. I'm gonna be ready for this. But I will leave the link down below in the description, along with any other things I plan on doing with my channel, our community. Um, I have been feeling very generous, and I'm almost at 50 subscribers, which I know is not a big number, but once I hit 50 subscribers, I can go live, start posting some live videos, um, which would be awesome, honestly. Maybe I can get more interaction going. Um, but to my next 3 subscribers, um, I do plan on doing a little giveaway. Maybe I'm thinking about putting together like a little care package. Um, you know, um, face wash, like face mask. Um, I was gonna say I don't know what it was, but I just remembered the retired Navy dude came out to check on me, and I'm like, yeah. And so he didn't see what I did until like after, but I'm like, fuck it. I got up and I went inside and I smoked some weed to try and calm down some, and I drank quite a bit, I think, well, as much as I could. Um, and then eventually we went to bed, and I didn't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable in any guy's bed. I'd rather sleep alone. Um, because of the shit I've been through in my life, I really don't trust people. Like, guys are fucking pigs. They will rub their dicks on you if, you're right there. No fucking morals. No respect. But anyways, I had to suck it up because what the fuck else could I do at the time? Um, and eventually I found myself, in the morning, he was like, all right, I'm gonna hop in the shower. And he did, but like almost immediately, like, it's not like I was searching for it, but I just, I'm a curious cat. It's in my name. Um, I found his gun in his drawer. Um, and without a second thought, I took myself on a walk. And I was just walking and singing, and my phone was suspended because everything that had happened. So I was just like, all right, well, shit, I don't got service on my phone. I don't have internet. Nobody can find me. This is great. I walked into the woods with one intention and one intention only. But like I said, I was singing what I thought my way to death, and a Nash Nico song came on in my headphones, and I don't know what it was about that song that made me stop and actually like walk back. But it did take some time before that actually happened, and so everybody was worried and looking for me, and my ex like found me. My ex found me first, and I didn't feel comfortable getting in his car after what he did to me. Because of him, I wasn't welcome back at that place. So I waited until my friend pulled up. Well, I don't want to call him that because he's not my friend. He's a fake. The retired Navy dude. Yeah, I got in the vehicle he was driving. He's like, we're gonna go on a little drive. Stops by his house to, put his gun away. And then we went on a drive, and that drive was awkward as fuck because he did not say one word to me. Not one fucking word. Except, you're not welcome at my house after that. Like, wow. So, you're gonna tell me we're gonna go for a ride, and that's the only thing you say to me? Wow. So then he goes and calls my ex to pick me up, and I got in my ex's car because, like, again, these were the cards I was dealt. So I was kind of just riding the wave, I guess. Since I wasn't welcome there, he offered to get me a hotel, and I said thank you, and he offered to sleep, and I honestly did not feel comfortable after that. What happened? So I asked him to let me have my space, and but I was still super not okay, and my longtime friend since like high school, maybe middle school, whatever, was like, oh, I'm gonna go out to karaoke, you wanna come? We did. I thought, okay, maybe I need to get my mind off of things. So I'm like, all right, I see no harm in this. We went. I did drink, but I didn't get plastered or anything. I was very much vigilant. I sang a few songs, and we took an Uber back to his home, and smoked some weed, listened to some music, vibed a little bit. My ex says I kissed him, but I don't remember doing that. And to me, these things weren't really much of a problem. I didn't think I had a problem. But then I learned coping by drinking or drugging your pain away. Yeah, you're an addict, whether you like it or not. You substance abuse. Anyways, I don't remember how I got behind the wheel because I was blacked out. I literally snapped out of me being blacked out, I guess. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I driving? And then I look down and I realize my phone is like on like a reset mode to where I needed another device to log back into it. And I'm like, I have no idea where I'm driving. Like, I think I was heading towards New York. I don't know. And and eventually my car ran out of gas, and Boy Scout and his dad was nice enough to pull over and help me get to the nearest gas station so I could get a tank and fill it up with gas and take it back to my car. And because my phone wasn't working, they wrote down the directions of where I should be going to get back home, because me being new to the area, I still didn't know what roads went where. And so I would show you guys that because he wrote it in my journal, and I am known for keeping journals close to me. But I lost that journal in the middle of my home hunt. But sorry guys, I have TBI. To those of you who don't know, traumatic brain injury. So I tend to forget quite often what I'm saying and then remembering, and then I tried heading back, and then I was just confused, and there was traffic, and I was freaking out because I didn't know what was going on, and I saw my meter going low again, towards the E, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't let this happen again. So I just went the way that I knew. I drove all the way back from where I was coming from, and on that exit there was a line of cars, and I know it was there, but I kind of I don't like putting people on blast. So if I'm talking about myself, my life, my story, my perspective, I don't think it's harmful if I don't say any names, what harm am I really doing? If you take it the wrong way, that says a lot about you. Anyways, there was little Wii sports that we were playing, and talking to people, actually fucking getting your feelings out, even if it's talking about nothing, that's healing in itself. Just communicate. Community. The opposite of addiction is community, guys. Please remember that. Community is what saved my life. I was so much isolated. I was so much isolating because I didn't feel good, and I felt embarrassed to show that side of me. It's not embarrassing, guys. Vulnerability makes you strong. I thought that I looked pathetic and weak and oh, mercy me. I don't have respect for people that are woe is me. And then don't do anything about it. But that's a different story. Woe is me is fine. As long as you're asking for help. As long as you're trying, if you have wounds that you need to heal them. Don't feel guilty because this happened way back when and you're just now touching on it. If you need to heal that shit, do it. It is gonna get you in a better place mentally, because that's where it all starts. Your brain functions all of this, and then you can focus on mental health, mental self-care. I got really big into reading books. I'm pretty sure I've shown my book collection quite a few times, so I'm not gonna do that again. Shit, look, I'm building a fucking tree in my corner because I'm gonna start doing podcasts. For anyone who's interested, I am putting together a little setup where I can interview people for podcasting once it's all ready. Get your truth out there. Talk about it. Even me just doing this is a win-win situation because I don't talk about myself. I have major trust issues. So me putting myself out there is me being bold and brave, and I know it's helping somebody else out. So it makes me feel good. And it also helps me because I'm talking. I am getting it out. one way or another, I am getting. But yeah, I have learned a lot of lessons, up to this point. So I'm probably gonna stop and like tell you guys about it, because if you don't already know it, put it in your toolbox. There's not enough tools to be shoved in there. Like, come on, people. We need to unite as a community and give each other these ideas to get into a better place in life. I am so much happier, and I am so proud of myself that I'm coming up on nearly a year of sobriety. Like, that's a huge milestone. I never thought I would be able to say that, Like, I don't think I've ever been, like, sober, like, consistently. Like, I would go out and, like, hey, I'm gonna just get, like, this little thing of wine and say, oh, it was just a bottle. It's fine. Now looking back, no, that shit was not fine. That shit was poison. It was killing me, like, inside and out. Especially here. So if I didn't kill this, which I don't I don't think would ever happen, but we're not gonna talk about that. I would probably be the one to do it, I've had many attempts, and I am not afraid to say that, because I know this shit is real. I know I'm not the only one that's tried to kill themselves, and I'm not condoning it. Don't fucking do it. If you don't have anybody by your side, shit, you have me. Talk to me. I want to be the reason that somebody else doesn't, their soul doesn't escape their body. We need each other. I would hate to hear that another soul was lost in this planet, because we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need hate. We need to spread love. That's what we really need to do. Continuing with my story. Wellness Circle. I got out October 10th. And when I got out, it was a huge surprise to me from my ex. I didn't really think he missed me that much, but I came back, and he tells me that he felt really guilty for making our home not feel like a home, like not letting it be our safe space. I do remember a lot of conversations I've had with him while I was in Wellness Circle, when I did finally get the guts to call him, and like we were, I guess, on okay terms. And I said quite a few things, and one of them was that I didn't really feel safe there anymore. I constantly felt like I was not safe. Like, I felt like I was being trapped. So he didn't want me to feel like I was being trapped, and he spoiled me. And it really touched my heart, but at the same time, I didn't want him to think that I wanted him for all of that. I'm not the type of person that, looks to be in a relationship for material things, and that was my mistake. I should have said something to him, because for whatever reason, he ended up thinking that I was only in it for the money, ever. But whatever. If he couldn't see the pureness of my heart and my unconditional love, I don't know. I really don't know at that point. At that point, people need to grow up at their own pace. People need to realize things when they're ready. That's all I can say about that. But Uh, um, while I was healing and doing the work on myself, I don't think he was. I think he was still drinking throughout that time. Um, when I met him, we met drinking, but I didn't know he had an alcohol problem. Um, and then literally the next day, he tells me that he was going sober. Like, he didn't want to drink anymore. He just, like, I found it odd, but I didn't think to ask about it. I'm like, hey, if that's your choice, I respect it. Because I wasn't there myself, you know? I was still drinking and doing drugs and stuff because I wasn't ready. I was going through hell and back every fucking day. I felt like I didn't have any privacy, and it's insane because he felt like I never respected his privacy, yet he had it more than I did, ever. But anyways, um, he surprised me a lot, and I was taken aback that I just didn't know how to react. I don't even know if I did react. I don't remember. Um, but, he kept going, and, like, we were establishing rules, but not really tackling the actual problem, I feel. Um, I don't think we ever really did communicate, like, ever. I think I was the one that ever did any communicating. I don't think he ever did. I don't think he was ever truthful to me. But you can't make people. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. Um. Anyways, fast forward. Me being in my healing era, thinking nothing of it, still kind of ignoring my real deep issues, which I ended up mending my own heart. Um, go figures. That's how it always is, huh? But yeah, while I was healing, he did not want me to go back to work, so I said okay. He wanted me to focus on my mental health because I guess what I did scared him to the point that he did not want me to potentially off myself or uh or lose me, because I didn't realize what I was agreeing to until it was too late. Because to me it sounded innocent, and I was in my brain like, hey, he wants me to heal, he cares about me, he loves me. Yeah, I needed that healing, and I needed